Fallout Fanatics to another episode of, let's try to finish this darn vault. Yeah. So as you can see, it's kind of dark in here. I took away all of the fake lighting, and we're relying solely on the actual lights that are in here, which makes this look much, much better. And these screens really pop. Yeah, look at that. There's our little dead dude down there. Nice. Alrighty, let's jump into it. We're going to do a final couple little details here and there, and then we're going to button this up. And I think because I cannot get access to the secret doors mod that I want, because I cannot get access to that, I am just going to have the other end maybe sealed off or something. I don't know. I mean, I know I put a door in there, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just... you smell. Move that down a few so I can see if I can grab it. Ooh, actually that makes that look kind of cool. See, can I get to it? I still can't get to it. There you go. Actually, that looks really cool now. I like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm still trying to decide what the heck I'm gonna do with it. Just do that. There we go. Alright, now that looks messy. You know what? Need a little more funkiness up on here. There we go. Alright. So yeah, you can see looks much more dark and dank in here. And we've got just bare minimum when it comes to lighting. Really helps add to the atmosphere. And this thing actually does blink. There it is. Yeah, I didn't see it when I first put it in there. I was unsure about that, but sure enough it does. We got some cockroaches. Got our death claw. Whoa, that was auto close. And then yeah, back in here too. This actually really pops now that I took away all the artificial lighting. Like it actually looks the way it was supposed to, so that's pretty cool. And then come down here, our nice little hallway that we built. Our lighting there doing its job. Come down here and pretty nice. But so we can actually see. There we go. We're gonna turn on a little bit of our own lighting. And we still got to put in some debris and whatnot throughout our walkways and whatnot. Yeah. Apparently I keep using that word, whatnot. I don't know why. Alright, so we're going to start in here. Going to randomly throw some junk. Like they just kind of left here in a hurry. Hey, look at that. That's still there. The burn marks, scorch marks, etc. Cool. Now, I don't want to use a ton of this because we want this to be as realistic as possible. So we're just going to put in little bits here and there. Let's use the bigger dude. Rah. Throw a little bit in there and more. Hopefully you can hear me and not my neighbor's lawnmower. I am sitting right next to my window. I have it opened because it is a beautiful day. It's like in the 70s right now with like 0% humidity, which when you live in New England, that's like almost never the case. It's usually pretty humid during the summers. Let's see. Doors, lights, furniture. I want desk. Yeah. This thing. You know what? We're gonna leave it a little skewed. And we'll put rando chair right about there. Cool. Now we'll just pick up one of these smaller ones. Oh, I didn't make a small one in here. We're gonna put a little garbage on top of the table too. We need something really small though. Yeah, something like that. Perfect. And I'm not even going to bother with the door. I'm just going to kind of leave this the way that it is. I might put some weapons displays in here though. With no weapons. Alright. Decorations, display, weapon racks, because I do have some empty ones. All the way towards the end. So maybe we'll put a few of those in here. They look like they At least grabbed all these guns, yeah. Except that's too nice looking. Ah, whatever. Who cares? Okay. So let's see. Got that. Got all this. That's hidden. Alright, so let's head down this way as I bump into everything trying to travel. Pick that bad boy up. Come out here. And that is basically be considered done. So now we're gonna not work here. We're gonna zip along all the way down to over here. And we're gonna grab some lighting so that you all can see what the heck I've been doing. And I have a fun idea that may or may not work. So we're actually gonna get rid of that. And go. Whoop! That's the special one. No, I didn't want that. I want the non-shadow. There we go. I wasn't really paying attention. There we go. Let's get some natural light color. Put one there. One here. There. Over there. So the whole area is nicely lit for us. I guess over here too. Excellent. Okay. I think I decided that I wanted this for my floor, but that might change. Alright, so let's take all of these out. Whoops. I don't know what that was. Hopefully it wasn't important. Okay. Now, let's see. How much room do we have? Let's start with S-O-E. Where are you? Oh, yeah. And floors. No, I want slopey floors. Why would you not connect? There you go. Okay. So for now, I'm just going to be putting these in whilst I try to figure out what I want to do. Oh, that would probably help if I turned off the surface snapping. Alright. Actually, I want... Oh, okay, I get it. What I want is not what I'm building. You'll see what I'm talking about as we go along. Right, so let's take that and put this over here. Okay. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we're going to do our darndest to try and make this work. Oh, look at that. We'll hopefully be able to hide that. Let's take that down to about there. Do the same about there. I'm guessing that's what those support pieces will do. But we're going to change this whole design anyway, because I want to have it go down and then straighten and down and straighten and so on and so forth. And then I think this might actually work. I'll have to create some half walls to do this, and then yeah, we should be able to do this. Okay. And then like towards the end here, maybe a small something or other. You'll all understand. Right now I'm just kind of talking to myself, which is actually what I do the whole time I'm doing these videos, because you're not here. Okay, so yeah, those will work. Alrighty. Now, we're going to shoot on over to Snappy. I want maybe the interior. Let's see, we got brick, colonial. Nope. Definitely not that one. Concrete, the deco, maybe. Vanilla. What do we have available? Let's turn off our highlighting. Okay. Let's try the warm. I want a very specific look here. That's not too shabby either. Okay. Let's see. These are all gonna be like wood colored, right? Oh no, that's like concrete. Okay. Humana. So many decisions. Now this one is definitely going to be all wood. Now those are some options as well as coming to here. It's one of my favorites too. And I think this is probably going to end up being the winner. Let's go down to about there. Let's see. Okay. Maybe one more. Good enough. Go from there to that. Okay. Yeah, that kind of works. All right. So let's take away that one. Excuse me. And that one. And then we'll build a floor landing. We'll do the same for that. Yeah, that might work. Or will it? I'm thinking actually I might have to lower those. Okay, we're just going to continue on as I work my way downward here. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. And then, oops, we want final landing, which perfectly connects to there. But I think I want this to be a little higher. Let's muck about with that real quick. Yeah, so I'm trying to do something really cool and decorative that I'm hoping will work. And I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to spoil anything. Let's take that down. Ooh, that is really close. Okay. Then, let's see, how does that look? That's not too bad. Okay. Oh, let's keep on booping. That's about as low as we can get it. And then that's not a problem. I don't think. Let's find a way to hide that. Alright, so let's go back. Time. Something. Yes. Cementy floors, not that. Do that. So that we can do that. And then take that guy back out. Sure. Then that would end up actually being a flat piece. So let's, for now, we'll throw in a flat piece like that. Ooh, that's gonna muck things up. I didn't even think about that. Oh wait. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, we'll leave that for now. We'll get that guy going down. And we'll do the same over here. This should end up lining up the way I want it to. Uh-oh. Oh, wait, no, that's why. Okay. Drop that guy down. And put that one in place. So that we can put that guy down and then hide that guy and do that. And that kind of works. Except for that. That kind of screws things up a little bit. I'll have to think about that. Let's just boop it down. Ooh, that's going to create that problem there too. Yeah, see, that doesn't want to snap the way I want to. What if I use regular floor piece? Let's just take this guy out for a second. Okay. Still doesn't work there. Start off our snapping, just so I can play here. Nah. Yeah, I'll have to really brainstorm about this. So, I guess now I can probably show y'all what exactly I want to do. And, yeah, water. Of course, that doesn't snap. I thought it would. Oh, wait, I have snapping turned off. There we go. Irradiated. No, we don't want to get irradiated. Alt ocean. Okay. But see, that's way too tall. So, move that guy down. Maybe like right around here-ish. Maybe. Something like that. I don't know. This is just my idea that I'm talking about with. Our highlighting back on, so we can just see what we're doing here. There we go. Turn our snapping back off. Yeah, see, we're getting that stupid black water again. It's... what the heck? How did that get all the way back in there? Which, I mean, if I add, you know, some lighting, etc., that should help do that, and I don't even know if this is actually going to be worth all this effort. Especially since I have to hide that. I guess I could put like a section of wall. Alright, before I even go any further. Let's see, power. Let's put some lights in here. Just to see if we can fix that. Make that look better. Not really. At all. Yeah, that's just gonna end up looking awful. Shoot. So, yeah, as you can see, the idea was to have water cascading down here, and then collect into a small pool as we lead our way into the science section. Why? Because why not? But, as you can see, this is probably not working the way I'd hoped. Let's see. But, I mean, it's fun to try. Get all kinds of fun stuff in here. Let's see. Have any... not really what I'm looking for. Okay, let's see. Thick boards. I don't know. Right now I'm just throwing something in here just to test this. So, whoops. Yeah, put that there. That helps hide it. Makes it look like there's an actual pool there. And then it would cascade over it, which, I mean, I could do the same thing with rocks. There we go. I mean, I could, I suppose, do it natural and use the actual ground that's here. And then, like I said, put a bunch of boulders in place and rock features to help bring things around, I guess. I don't know. For now, back into here. Let's grab some water. And we'll just put our water back in here. Oh, wait. Turn that back on. Look at that. Look at that. I can just borrow that guy. Nice. Alright. Now, is that the water I want to use? Maybe. So for now, we'll leave that while we try to figure it out. And so, there you go. This is like the big grand entrance. Come on down in here. Then down here would be like the little pool of water that it ends up falling into. And then here's the big science lab. Which I am thinking I might change my floor out after all that. Just because. because I can. Let's see. I was thinking more like one of these guys. White one. Oh, that's the same one. Okay. Whitish, grayish one. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. Alright, so let's get these out here. Here. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Let's just continue on. We need floor. Let's go ahead and map out our entire floor here. As far as we can. Can't build there. We can here. Just enough room there, but nowhere else. So we'll just keep going. Roughly about here, and then that's where we're going to build all our farmland, so we can stop with that. I'll go ahead and continue with floor. We can put our walls up. So close, but we should be good. Ooh, can't build there. Okay. That's okay. We don't want our room to be like a perfect square anyway, so that's fine. That one looks weird. There we go. I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, we're going full institute-y on this one here. You want this to be bright and sterile looking. Okay. Can I build there? No. Good, good. How far in do I want to go? Let's see. How low can you go? That's about it. Alright, we'll leave that for now. I might end up taking that away. Do a quick save. I haven't saved at all yet. It's been like 20 minutes. Walls. Let's see. We want... Thinking maybe we might do like lighted wall for those. See how that looks. Maybe. We do like the stripes too. Right, let's lay down a few. See how they look. Not bad. Kind of liking them better than the, oops, than the whatchamacallit, lighted walls. Alright, so let's, oh, fudge. Oh no! This stupid wall. Killing me, Smalls. We're gonna have to get creative with that. Have to like boop that whole thing in. We'll ignore it for now. Continue to lay down everything else. Let's go all the way to there. Let's just get our border just to see and make sure that we don't keep running into that problem. I might change out some of these corners too for some of the rounded pieces just to... Oh, really? Oh, come on. Right. Oh, fudge. Man, we're... Okay, well, this will be a perfect spot for a rounded corner. Here. Let's see. Oh, we got half walls. Nice. Worse. There we go. Alright, so we're going to need a half wall, and some corner. So let's go back that way. Get ourselves a halfy wall. Stick you R. You. There! Fantastic! Alright, let's continue on with that. Since we're here, put this guy in. Oh, you smell. Trying to use like as much space as I possibly can. Of course, I'm gonna run into problems here. You know what? Let's just make a couple of these. We'll do rounded corners everywhere. Why not? Stick that there. Do an inside and an outside there. Alright, let's stick with that. Alright, half walls. There we go. Do there. No! Stupid thing. Now you should go. There we go. Ooh. Do I want to ziggy-zaggy that? Let's try that. Yeah, let me borrow this guy. Ooh, well, that's no problem. We can always fill that in. Nice, I like it. Okay. I suppose we can probably do the same here. Take that out. And that out. That guy. And we need a half wall there. Oh, fudge. Okay. This is going to be a problem. Actually, you know what? We can just do that. That way we can get a little more floor space here, I think. Go like that. That. And like that. Why not? I like it. That's different. Okay. We're going to need another one from here on. I might end up tearing this all down because I'm probably going to look at it at the end like, what the heck was I thinking? That guy. That one in there. That guy there. Take that out. Take that out. Cool. Okay. In there. Mark. That. And yeah, let's probably start with this guy. We can work our way around from there. Take that one. Put there. Perfect. And then yeah, no. That's perfect. That's just no wrong. Put that guy there. And get another round gaff here. I do gotta say, actually, I think I like that a lot. So we might end up just keeping it. Alright, let's do the seam over here. Take you out and put a hole wall there. That'll work. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Really? Alright. So, we'll make that wall. Then we'll go back and get our half wall. There we go. Do that and do that. And now, that should snap. Perfect. Cool. So the only thing we don't have is here. It won't let us do it. I really don't want to replace it, but okay. Let's fill in our floor spaces like so. Excellent. Let's see over here. Very nice. Oops. Okay. Now, what the heck do I do with this? I might be able to hide that with something. This is killing me. And I know we're close, but yeesh. Alright. Whoops. Wrong button. Thought I was in the menu. I was going to store this. We don't need these right now. We know we're in the science lab. Oh, jeez. I missed a floor. Okay. I wonder. Maybe I can move that guy over. Get a wall to lock. And then just boop the wall over. Oh, jeez, crackers. Okay. And over. Hey, that works. Okay. Now comes a real test. Can we build? Yeah, see? Oh, fudge. Oh, come on. I wonder, maybe. Oh no, I can't get to any of these walls. Oh, Bugthesda. What the heck? Why do you have to make my life so difficult? Alright. Really don't want to use these because they're just not nice enough. And I've said it before in the past videos, like, these slanted floors used to look just like the other ones, where they didn't have this whole ramp thing going on, and I would just use that to build a slanty up to here. But you can't do that. Let me think. Floors for light. Nope. Yeah, what was that? Oh, stairs. Huh, okay. Wonder. Probably not. Well, these are all gonna be like ugly and non-fitting. We do have much, maybe floors with subway, vault clinic, Cheerio, definitely not that one. Common, no. Overseer, no. Utilities, warehouse, wood, mesh. Alright, if I had to pick one, probably be the clinic. But I don't think there is a slanty one. Walls, roofs. Not really. No. Okay, let me think. Who else? G2M, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with that to try to fix that, because I need to have like some space to go up as much as I can. Can I get rid of that? Oh, get rid of that. Yeah, this room's gonna be a pain. I know we can't really go too high up because of this stupid thing, but I can at least get up like 2 in height. If I can get everything to work properly the way I need it to. Yeah. I'll have to play around with that. So, in the meantime, is it USO decorations? Like themes. Finally reveal this guy. This is gonna be like, yeah. The synth builder is here. We'll have to find a way to squeeze this in, because I definitely want this. That was the whole point of building the science room, to get this thing in here. The only downside is the finished synth does not pop out of there. And there is a mod that actually does that, but it's super difficult to work with, in the sense that you have to do like a whole quest, and once you place it, you can't move it. Not like I'm moving this one. So it's, yeah. Let's see. You know what? Rotate that. I think I kind of want this over here. for now. Let's just put that there like that. Yeah, this thing's gonna eat up like the entire the entire room here. And I don't want to shrink it, for sure. Maybe we can... Oh, I wanted that to be like... I think. Well, if I rotate that like that, then this right up to the wall gives us some more space there. That's still not straight. Rotate that. Let's turn our highlighting on so we can see. How's that look? Okay. And then we'll have to flip this over. There'll be a room to get over here. Okay. Yeah, something along those lines is about what it's going to end up being, I think. And then that still frees up some other space. Didn't I put a floor there like 10 times? Are they like disappearing on me? Alright. Yeah, I'll have to figure out my whole wall situation here. Because I don't want to make this room any smaller than it is. Like with the half wall or half floors and whatnot. Because this thing is so freaking big. And yeah, we got to get up at least 2 high to mount up to that thing there. Alright. Yeah, so we got some thinking to do in order to make this work. Yeah, that looks about too high. Cool. Alright, I will do what I can to try to find some slanted floors. If you guys know of any, please let me know. Something that is very similar to this as best we can. Even if it's maybe concrete, I might be able to do that through Snappy. I don't know. I'll do some testing off screen. But if you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.